Today we're checking out our top 5 amps of 2022. Hey guys, my name is Kris.
And my name is Guillaume. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to Thomann's Guitars and Basses and our second video of many. Top 5s of the year. And today we're checking out our top 5 guitar amplifiers of 2022.
Some of which are on screen.
Some of which are on
already.
screen. Those amps were either very popular this year, sold really well, created a lot of buzz when they came out, or we just simply really liked them.
Yes.
So mix of all of that. This is not a full demo of those amps. We have separate videos for those, or on YouTube in general. This is just like a run through, give you guys a couple of sounds, a couple of specs, tell you why they made the list this year. And let's start.
Let's start with our little amp appetizer. The first one is the mighty Blackstar, which is called the St. James, and it's a range of amps, different versions. This is the EL34 power tube version. There's a 606 version too. There are different formats, etc. They're really cool, clever, modern, yet still a full tube amp. So the idea is to have preamp tubes, power amp tubes, but all the trickery and like a probably really lightweight transformer, because the head weighs nothing. It weighs as much as like a modeler, which is scary. It also has some cab simulations built in if you want that instead of running an actual cab. It has a load box, etc. And it has 2 channels. But because of how it looks and feels, and because it doesn't have a ridiculous amount of gain, I also want to try it out with pedals. With just a few overdrives, I might be turning on the Wampler Thomann and the Kessler Toxic Twins. These are 2 different, very different sounding drives I have here on the board. I want to check that out because this is a kind of amp that I can see as a relatively affordable, really nice pedal platform or pedal friendly amp. As much as like a standalone thing, of course, with its clean and gain sounds. Let's start with just the amp without anything on. The reverb is coming from the amp. There's a really cool little switch on the amp which goes from 50 watts to 2 watts, and in between there's a sag setting that is a little less sparkly and loves drive pedals most, at least that's how we prefer it. But if you want to use the amp by its own, it's clean and crunch channel. If you go into the 50 watt setting, it just has a bit more sparkle and openness. So this is the sag setting still, and then I'll turn that switch up to 50 watts.
Very nice.
It sounds so big. Let me just give you a short example of the gain channel. That's gain a bit over 12 o'clock. And there's a boost. I just switch on the boost whenever. What?
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Such a nice amp. I went back to the clean channel and I just fiddled around with drives for a quick second. It's great.
It takes it
Nothing
all.
is harsh. It has all the low end, stays focused. Killer.
Yeah, I think we should keep that one around. I like it.
Yeah,
It looks good too.
Oh,
Mine does too. Mine is
talking
a
of
very
looks
good
and
very
sweet looking
good
amps.
amp. This is the new-ish Marshall DLS40 DSL. My bad. This is the amp in itself is not new by any means. The DSL series by Marshall is probably their most popular and one of the best-selling tube amps of all time at this point, I'm guessing.
In the universe.
Extremely popular. Whether it's DSL5, DSL20, DSL40. This is the big boy, and it's new for this year because it's a limited edition visually. So we have a new Tolex, like cream Tolex with the vintage grille and the vintage Marshall plaque in the front. Super good looking. Everything else is stock, so what you'd expect from your regular DSL40. So you've got two channels that are really kind of full channels. They share an EQ, but they have separate reverb controls, separate master if you want that to be. So yeah, basically a clean classic gain that does clean crunch and an ultra gain that does crunch, not crunch.
More than crunch.
More than crunch. I'll run through a couple of sounds. I have the board in the effects loop, so I'll have some delay and reverb from the Starlight and Univerb, and might even add a gain pedal in the effects loop, just to see what that.
What?
Just in case. Yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see what works.
I'm still enjoying the sound of the word ultra gay.
Ultra gay.
Ultra gay.
I'm gonna start on clean. That
was interesting. You had the which one? The
Peacekeeper in the effects loop.
The Torby
Sometimes, somehow that worked.
Sounded really sweet.
Somehow that worked.
Wow.
It's a really cool amp. Those are only two of the four-ish channels that are offered. Again, reverb on board, dual masters, comes with a foot switch that allows you to switch not only channels but also reverbs on and off per channel. Really cool amp. Kind of obvious why it's so popular, and that just new aesthetic is killer.
I prefer that very much to the black standard. Like, this is
Next amp.
the last 5 seconds.
God.
This is good, man.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever happened
not
to
too bad either.
modelers that felt unnatural to play and didn't really do dynamics and stuff like that?
It's quite nice. This is the brand new Line 6 Catalyst series.
This is the 60-watt version.
60-watt version,
bigger
yeah.
and smaller ones.
And they knew they had to, because like that space of like modeling combos, it's pretty crowded right now. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of really good amps that came out over the past few years, and you know they had to do it right, and they did. It's a really good take on like not necessarily famous.
Yeah. That's
amps
true.
or anything. It's just their own thing.
It's their own versions of like a clean, a crunch, a boutique, a high gain sound, all these different voicings that we all know and kind of want to have in a compact and more, well, budget friendly, but also like car trunk friendly version. Because it's lightweight, it's compact, it's loud. I mean, we had the master at barely on, it's like 10 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm really impressed, man. It does,
I mean, sound-wise, it's spot on. It's really good. It also does all the same things that modelers in that category do. It's got the XLR out, like a proper balance out for direct recording, like from the stage type of thing. It's got a USB interface built in as well, so you literally just need to plug that into your computer, and you know you can make your patches. You can record directly through the amp as well, which is really cool. And yeah, it sounds killer.
That was my surprise of the day. Like we plugged this in first. We're like, okay, let's see if we can make it sound. You know, like, do we like it? What kind of patches we want to use? And it's like, oh,
that works. Huh? That works.
Huh? All right, okay, no tweaking here. It's just everything about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
Next one.
Well, not really amp, is it? Also, I don't know where to put it. Let's find the next amp. Coming right back.
Long trails.
This is the Harley Benton DNAfx Get Mobile. Not Get Mobile, but it's for when you want to get mobile. This is the Get Mobile. This is the follow-up, at least the latest iteration of that whole DNAfx range. There were a couple of floor units, like preamp.
The smaller one, the bigger one.
Exactly.
And then
this is like the absolute most mobile version of all that. This is a headphone amp. It can be. That's why I'm coming out with a mini jack out to a DI box into the interface, and that's what you guys are listening to. It's meant to be used with a regular headphone, so you can just literally plug your headphones into your guitar and rock on all day in your kitchen or whatever you're doing. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of onboard presets that you have, like a little bit of control on with a tone knob, an effects knob, so once you're on that preset, you can always like tweak things a little bit. It's really well done. That's obviously a master volume. You have the on-off button on this side right here.
Plus the Bluetooth,
and the
if you want to connect your phone or whatever, iPad, whatever, and just use backing tracks.
Exactly, and USB-C at the bottom that can be used as a direct interface as well. So you can plug that straight into your computer and use that as your audio interface to record guitar on the go. It's super practical. Very tiny, and it sounds really good. I was like super impressed by like obviously stock presets. You can tweak them a little, but those were stock presets. That's what you get. I mean, for that kind of
whatever happened to those unusable presets,
exactly.
all of these, multi-effects and whatever. It's like
this is really,
if
really
I sounded
nice.
like that on a train or in the middle of the night, just not being able to fall asleep and just plug that in, get some headphones and get your thing going.
Noodling.
Come on.
It sounds awesome, super practical. And yeah, so if you, as for every other amp we use today and are going to use, go check out the links in the description. If you want more information, they'll all be listed, and you can get more specs, you can get price points, you can get all of that stuff. But I think it's time to wrap up with the final amp.
Ooh.
It's the final.
Ooh.
Combo.
Stop.
It's the final combo. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you had to go there.
That was a nasty blues, man.
Thank you.
I liked it.
I
You liked it too?
I like the breakup.
It's a good breakup.
What is this amp though?
Marshall-esque.
Yeah. Well, surprise. It's the JMP inputs. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the Quilter Cup UK. That's the name.
Yes.
UK. Which gives you 3 different, very famous, and that for a good reason, UK brands inspired tones. The first is the JMP, that's what you just heard. I played it just straight, the guitar into the amp, and then I kicked on for some extra gain, the Catheter Toxic Twins, the left side, which is a blues breakery Marshall-esque, again, sound.
UK
and
to UK.
It just has all the low end, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the smallest today. I mean, almost.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot. I forgot it was here. Yeah, no, it is the smallest combo we have today.
It just sounds big.
Yeah, they have a way to do like those like squarish 112 combos, and they just sound really, really good. Yeah.
Let me plug into the other ones. The other 2 inputs are the AC Norm and the Top Boost. You guess which amps are those gonna be. That's the normal AC30 voicing, like the non-top boosty kind of sound, and the other one is a top boost for a bit more sparkle and gain. We'll see.
That's it.
Just a few chords to see what's what. It does that thing.
It does the
low end
thing. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one you crank and you put a treble booster in front of, and you turn it to Brian.
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Put a treble booster in front of it, and you know.
That's the one.
That is impressive.
Should be a little bit tighter.
That's a top boost. Yeah. Come on.
I love how you tried.
Yeah, I need to, it's tight, so I want to chug.
Yeah, no, it does the rock thing for sure, but like to me, like that top boost, the way you started playing it, put a telly into that and you put your cowboy hat and you go for it. You go for it, man.
I had the one-player Thomann on, which is a clone style overdrive in front of it for the more gain part
More
of
gain.
playing. Yeah,
The
but
more gain version.
the beginning was just the amp. I like that.
Sounds really
it
cool.
Takes pedals really well.
The reverb sounds nice. Trails are a bit long.
I'm not a big fan of the reverb.
Yeah.
Gotta say it. It's a nice
It's
sounding
a nice
but
reverb.
it's way too long.
Yeah,
like
I
if
think-
you can tame that trail, make it shorter, I'd love it. But
Then again, you also have the effects loop. You don't have to use the built-in reverb. If you want to use the gain from the amp, just put your own reverb or your own whatever into the effects loop and use that instead. The reverb is nice on cleans,
Yeah.
and I'd use it for anything that's ambient and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you start using gain, the trails are a little bit long, so might come in the way.
it depends on the taste, of course,
That
the style.
Obviously,
but
obviously. But
it's okay. And this was again at 9 o'clock.
yeah,
Blackstar.
that's definitely a giggable amp as well, for sure. Like small bar, rehearsal, like all of those, like this will do, for sure.
Very nice.
Very
Good
nice.
job, Quilter.
Yeah.
Again, as always. Very much.
Well done.
I think it's time to wrap up this video, but before I ask you to comment and let us know what are your favorite amps or amp this year, maybe it was on our top 5 list, maybe not.
Maybe
Maybe
not, yeah,
we
that's
ignored
true.
it and you just let us know what it was down there in the comments. But I want to know what was your favorite out of this bunch.
A great year, great
That's not an answer.
vintage. I will remember 2022 as a really good amp vintage. I liked all of them. That I would use personally, probably the Blackstar, because I'm a pedal like platform kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to use only one amp, it's really hard to say between the DSL-40 and the Catalyst.
Okay.
Honestly, like I'm not I'm in the position where I don't have to play with headphones so much, and I can play at home and it's fine. DSL-40 sounded so well, so good with the Strat.
Yeah. Oh, come
just
on.
like putting like a couple of things in front of it, and I'd be sorted. Like I'm looking for something with more
Yeah,
channels.
yeah.
So that was sick. But the Catalyst was really, really well made as well. Like you put that in a MIDI switcher or whatever, and you have like 17,000 presets, and you can do whatever you want. So I'd say either one of these two,
Yeah.
for the sake of having something different.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is my ballpark. Like, that's right up my alley.
Blackstar for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I mean, all are really, really nice, and the
Yeah.
biggest surprise was the Catalyst and this one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
good
think
year.
the Blackstar, I would just crank that and don't even bother with pedals, because the drive sound and the clean sound especially is no pedals.
This is our last video today.
You guys take it easy. Let me know. Let us know in the comments below what are your favorites, and don't forget to subscribe. We have tons of other nice videos, or
We do.
not so nice videos, and most importantly, bass videos.
Yes, also
which are
bass
probably
videos.
more interesting. You guys take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.